Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
Yo. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm feeling real good. You know, I'm rocking the throwback big jersey. I know I was looking at MJ the other night. I'm like, yo, my man got jerseys. I looked in my closet. I was like, yo, Mar, you got jerseys. Start rocking them joints on the show. So I pulled out, dust the dust off the damn old school Vic jersey. Hey, should I bark and say Vic in the same sentence? Maybe. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the new episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, episode 298. As always, I'm your host, Wildcard Mar, and if you see my face, you see my partner's face. That's my guy, MJ from NJ. What you got underneath your name over there? Oh, okay. He put his Instagram on there. I see you. Shout your Instagram out real quick, MJ. Shout it out.
Hey, m.j.j.1129 at Instagram. That's where you can find me. You know?
Hey. I love it.
A little bit everywhere, you know.
I love it. But as always, that's my guy, 40 Water. Y'all call him Silent Hill. You see it on the bottom of the screen. Check him out, Silent Hill TDS on Hitchhikers on YouTube. So you see it scrolling on your bottom screen again. Almost messed that up. Anyway, Hitchhikers on YouTube. And of course, while you're over there on YouTube, tap in with us on the YouTube channel, I.O.W. Sports Network. Again, I.O.W. Sports Network. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Lets you know every time we drop some content. Bing! There it is. And then, of course, I.O.W. Sports Network on the Facebook and the Instagram. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And hey, you see where you can find me, Twitter, Casey Wildcard Mar, Facebook and Instagram. Hey, shout out to Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel as we simulcast over there. So if you happen to be watching us over there, just do us a little bit of favor. Hop on over to I.O.W. Sports Network YouTube channel. Give us a like, share, subscribe, and then you can hop on back. Just show us some love as much as y'all show so much love on Let's Talk Sports. But definitely shout out to Let's Talk Sports. Anyway, hey man, how was your Tuesday? I'm so mad I did not have a taco on Tuesday. I'm kind of upset about that.
I can't tell you the last time I had a taco on a Tuesday.
Hey, I usually try to have them like all the time a taco on Tuesday, but I'm dealing with the move and stuff and all that other stuff. So like stuff's kind of out of whack. So I mean, but it's all good. But
I had some Goose Islands and some of that earth growing shit.
Hey, you know how we do. Hey, you know how we do. Hey, y'all make sure y'all get your libations, whatever you need to do to chill out and zone out with me and MJ for the next 55 minutes. Y'all go ahead and do that. Y'all know how I get down. I got some good old nice cold refreshing Modelo. So cheers. Cheers to you, MJ. Cheers to everybody. Let's do this. Hey, and y'all know how we going to start off the show. You know how we start off this show. It's it's top play time. It is top play time, and I only got one play tonight, but I thought it was pretty good. And not for the result of the team would what end up happening, but it's a highlight, and I just think it's dope because sometimes we don't see a lot of defense in the NBA, but I did like this top play, and we'll get to this top play, and then of course we'll get to some other things like we got to talk about the stomp heard around the world. We got to talk about that. I mean, we'll talk about that. MJ, he's being paced right now, but the more and more that I keep holding him off, the more the fumes and the gas is building up in him because he is not happy with New York sports teams right now. And so I'm gonna keep pushing him off and see if he could blow a gasket until then. But we'll get into that. We'll have 5 minutes of MJ going off in NJ. So I guess we'll call that a new segment tonight. And then
please go right to the goddamn screen, bro.
And then of course we got to talk about Damari Hamlin. He was cleared for physical activity. I give my thoughts on that. Just in case you didn't see the short that we dropped earlier, but I'll definitely give my thoughts on that because I think we need to have a serious conversation about that. But anyway, hey, top play. I said it was defensive. Oh, it got defensive.
Sadiq Bey now guarding Tatum. They get White in the switch and coming over Yeka Okongwu.
And I'm going to tell you what, this is one of the easiest blocks as a penetrator. If you're going up with two hands, you got a chance to get your hand on the ball where he can't really move it that much. Just
get it out.
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 No. No. Hey, and Conwell put that, a homeboy not in his house. But
it wasn't even his house.
No, but hey, so
not in his paint.
So that's our top play tonight. Hey, that was a nice play. I give it to him. But that was that was about it. That was about it for the Atlanta Hawks tonight. I mean, I don't know what you even call that showing that they did tonight.
They played?
I mean, they was there. Obviously, we got a top play for it. I mean, they was there. I don't know if they they left all their basketball skills in the locker room. I don't know if they let them back in Atlanta.
That's kind of it. They were there. That's it.
It's not looking too good. I mean, it's really not looking too good for the Atlanta Hawks. Down 0-2 in the series. I don't care, how do you say it? How you slice it up. It's just not looking too pretty for them.
They lucky if they can pull a game off.
At this point,
I mean,
just
because they're going back home, I'm saying that. They'll be lucky if they could, push a game 5. I just don't see it happening.
I mean, you're being nice, MJ. I don't see them winning a game in this series. Not right now. Not just how these first 2 games have gone on. And don't get me wrong, I recognize how it is tough to play in Boston. All right, it's tough to play in Boston. Obviously, you talk about the fan base are very fanatics. And sometimes they can say some things that go overboard. I get it. But let's be honest. At the end of the day, you got to show up. You got to play ball. The great ones know how to, feed off that negative energy from opposing fans in very, hostile environments like Boston. And you just got to show up. What's the best way? Hey, MJ, what's the best way to shut people up in sports? For sure.
Going in their house, beating them.
That's damn right. And you ball out.
There's nothing, the fans, they can ride you all they want. But if you go in there and you shut the fucking door down, no.
Right.
That's it.
What can you say?
Absolutely nothing.
You can literally have the most hostile guy in the front row. He's been yakking your ear off for literally 40 minutes. But at the end of the day, at the end of the game, when the clock strikes 0, and you didn't put up a triple-double, and your team is winning by 8 to 10 points, he ain't got a damn thing to say to you when the clock strikes 0. Hell, he might not even be at his seat. He probably gone.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely fucking right.
And you know what's crazy? This is moments that I think Trae Young should strive to want.
He talks all that trash, you know what I mean? And now you get put in a spot, and you don't show up. So we'll see what happens when he goes home. But he needs to turn back the clock.
He's going to shoot better at home. And just because he's intimidated by those moments. The man shoots 9 for 22 tonight.
And that's usual for him. He's not a
He's
great
supposed to be the shooter, though. He's supposed to be the shooter.
But he really isn't. Because if
we already know
that games this year, it don't. His shooting ability seems to be going backwards to me. When he stepped on the scene, a couple years ago, he was, a great shooter, great scorer. But now it doesn't seem like he has that thrill or that want to play basketball in Atlanta. Maybe it's the team, the city, coach.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because shout out to D Man Cave Sports podcast that I do with Double J and G Money and Mike T. Because we were talking about it, there's some friction that might be going down in Atlanta between Trae Young and some of the players and things like that in the organization. As you see that Nate McMillan pretty much got the axe like midway through the season. I think that was a moment where the franchise was like, and we got Trae Young, the player, going head to head with the coach. So one of you guys got to go in, and of course, we're not going to move the player.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Especially one that you've given max money to. You're not moving him. like that was
and you traded to get him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying whether
Swap with
Luca
Dallas.
or Trey is better in this situation. I mean, you see what Luca's getting you, you see what Trey is getting you. I mean, yeah, you're getting playoff appearances, but you're not, you know,
You ain't doing
you're
nothing
not
with it.
drawing the point as in, hey, yo, man, these guys are championship threat. No, ain't nobody thinking about y'all like that.
You just there occupying space.
I mean, you're look, the NBA definitely wants them to be that part of that cream of the crop that is that new wave of young athletes where they excel in the offensive side but play no damn defense or they're a liability on defense. So I mean, that's the trend, and those two fit it very well.
Especially
I mean,
Luka. That dude's lazy.
I mean,
day is long. Hell of an offensive player, but
yeah, and that's cool.
That's where it stops.
See, but that's the thing. It builds viewership, which is fine. I get it. You want to build viewership. Offense brings viewership, but it doesn't make you a basketball player. It makes you a great scorer. I can't call you a basketball player, bro. You know why? You know why I can't call you a basketball player? Because there's a whole bunch of elements that go into being a basketball game. Rebounding, assisting, shooting, layups, dunks,
blocking,
spacing,
pick and roll,
blocking. How you space on the floor, how to read defenses, picks.
Look for
There's
the open
so
man,
much elements.
Everything.
When you have so many elements that actually makes up the game of basketball, and you only hitting half of it, I can't call you a basketball player. I can't. Yeah. Because you're only fitting half the criteria of the elements that go into basketball. How does that make you a basketball player? That makes you a great scorer. A basketball player is one that he may not excel at all of them, but he touches every last element. And then there's certain elements of that game of basketball that he definitely excels at. And so that's a basketball player. I mean, call me crazy. I mean, if I'm off base,
I ain't gonna call you on this take.
So I mean, look, the game that Luka and Trae Young play, it's cute to watch, brings in the viewers. But I can't call you a basketball player. I just can't. But no. Hawks in trouble. I don't see them winning a game. I mean, I think they'll definitely play some tough games, close games in Atlanta. Obviously, they're going to feed off the crowd. And I'm not saying that Boston won't have a brain fart. It's possible. It's doable. But they're a better team. Like I could look at Jason Tatum and I could say, man, that's a basketball player.
Marcus Smart.
I mean, Marcus Smart.
Al Horford.
Yeah, Al Horford.
Even Jaylen Brown gets back. Yep.
I mean, obviously, just Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, just because they are the best defensive backcourt, and they're able to turn their defense into offense. And so, like the points easily come there, and they're scorers, but it's Boston. Just to me, that's why I think they're gonna come out these, because they epitomize a team with basketball players on it. I mean, say what you want, but it's not always the flashiest, but they play rough, rugged team basketball, and they are roughing up the hell out of the damn Hawks right now.
I would love to see Philly knock them off, because I absolutely hate both fucking city teams. You know what I mean? I hate the city of Boston. Period. Don't like nothing about it.
That's so a Northeast regional rivalry that'll never die, bro.
Yeah, I mean Philly. I just hate their sports teams, and they're a lot of their fans are fucking obnoxious. And I know every fan base has their obnoxious fans, but Philly fans, man, just
Now you do know y'all all
some of
say
them
that
just get
about
me
each other
fucking
in that
going.
area, right? Y'all know y'all say that about each other in that area, right?
Yep, and that's cool. I roll with it. I stand by my word.
All y'all say that about each other in that area. They're like, yo, they're so obnoxious, annoying, and loud, and just they're rude and crude.
Because there are some that really go over the top, and
No, they're
make
wrong.
it unnecessary, and
Yeah.
hey, do what you gotta do.
But hey, but to
Lock
move
'em.
past, but to move past the Celtics and Hawks, look, not great shooting from Trae Young, and obviously we just got to be honest about the situation. That team is only going to go as far as he goes, and you're not putting up a great shooting performance in these first two games. You got to turn it around to even think about turning the series around. Until then, pimp, it ain't looking too pretty.
Pimping ain't easy.
Nah, pivot ain't easy. The other playoff game tonight. Do
Phoenix
you want to
and the
talk about
Clippers. Phoenix and the Clippers, yeah. Phoenix is up by 4. 65-61.
No,
We're not going there.
Well, hey, you know what? See, this is why you're a great co-host, because you did an amazing job of updating the viewers on the Clippers in the Phoenix Suns game. Which, by the way, man, they're getting chippy. And they're this game is getting physical.
Which I like to see. I mean, back the physicality in basketball a little bit.
I mean, there was another game there was another game tonight that was pretty physical. Do we? No.
There's no XFL tonight, right?
You know what?
No
you know
USFL?
what? You know what? I'll look. Just because no. Hold on. Just because you my dog, there's some other things in the NBA that we got to talk about. All right.
We could talk about the Knicks, dude.
No.
I got no issues.
No.
I'll tell you how bad they looked.
Look, we'll get to them. We'll get to them. But I do want to talk about this. Light the beam. Light the beam. Light the beam. I mean,
you have been saying it.
Well, I'm not surprised, is because my number one take, and look, we got to be honest. This series isn't over between the Kings and the Warriors. It's just not. As much as I love how the Kings play on the road, and I hate how much, obviously, the Warriors can't play on the road, they're a different team at home.
Yep.
All right.
As they say, the series doesn't begin until one loses.
Exactly. So, and of course, there's two guys over there that shoot lights out, and they are in shooting range the moment that they wake up and put their feet down on the floor.
They don't even have to do that.
They happen to be called Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. So, if anybody thinks, and look, MJ's right. I've been boasting up the Kings since the beginning of the NBA season, and I picked them to come out the West, but I would be a fool. I would be a complete fool to think that this series is over, because it's not by a long shot.
Yep.
I mean,
especially with the veterans they got on Golden State, they've been there, done that. You just did it last year again. You can't count them out until they're out. Until proven otherwise. You can't.
In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, the Warriors they the mans. They are the defending NBA champions. They have built a nice little dynasty over the last 9 years. And they are the measuring stick of what a team looks like in terms of success in the NBA. in the last 10 years. And you got to knock them off. You got to take the head off the king. The king's not going to let down his throne. That's with anything. Life,
absolutely right.
whatever field you in, the king will not lay down for you and just let you have his throne. You got to chop the head off the king. And the kings, no pun intended, they have the ability and they have the chance to do it. But here's why I think here's the advantage for the kings. And I was expecting that Adam Silver would talk about it today, but I didn't hear no news about it. I'm thinking Draymond's getting suspended.
No, they said he. From what I read earlier, he's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be just getting a fine.
All right, so I mean, this will happen. I know y'all seen it, and so we'll play it real quick.
My leg got grabbed. Second time in 2 nights. Referees just watch it. I gotta land my foot somewhere. I'm not the most flexible person, so it's not stretching that far.
So you didn't really see where you were stepping. You just kind of.
I can only step so far. I'm pulling my leg away, so it is what it is. The explanation was I stumped too hard.
How hard was that impact? Were you surprised that he was on the ground for that long?
No, I wasn't surprised that he stayed down that long. I guess ankle grabbing is okay.
Hey, listen, man. Let me jump on this first.
Please.
I don't blame
please.
I don't blame Draymond. I don't blame Draymond at all. I know his past. I know his history. You know, I know the antics that he's up to. But if you look at what Sabonis did, literally hooking his ankle the way he did, in all seriousness, he could have hurt Draymond. He could have broke his foot, ankle, twisted it, you know, tore the knee, done something by pulling that leg down. You know, and not for nothing, here's where I'm gonna come out. You fucking grab my foot like that, you deserve to get stomped.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Don't. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, listen, man. It's not that I dropped the hoodie. I wear a different one every night. Different hoodie, different show. You know? I expect them to lose one. I expect them to lose 2. I got them in 6. So, yeah. No worries. We good, man. We good. We good with the Knicks. But back to Draymond. Yeah, I'd stomp a motherfucker too. You know what I mean? Like, but like you said, granted, you do got a tech 1, but you know, that's the second time in 2 games that he did it.
Yeah.
You know, they're allowing, the refs are allowing certain shit to go on, and the whistle's not being blown. You know, for a certain team. Now I'm not going to mention, you know, nobody's names. You know, they're married to a queen, but they're getting a lot of calls. You know, and yeah, like I said, I would have stomped on him too. You know? Because you could take it as he's trying to hurt me. You know, pulling his leg down the way he was.
Which, you know what? And you know what, MJ? I cannot fault you for having that take, because you know, obviously since this happened last night, you know, me and the fellas were talking about it at work, and look, I get it. Draymond was being grabbed, so you're right in that aspect. Sabonis, what are you doing grabbing him? I understand. He hooked it. He almost, you know, hog-tied it like it was a wrestling move, and you know, it should have been a foul called on Sabonis. I call it what it is. All right, because that's honestly, if you got 2 eyes, that's what you see. So he does hook. But like, and the reason why I think he gets suspended is because like your past does mean something when you get caught up in antics like this again, and you get a flagrant 2 and you get ejected. Because as much as Draymond talking about holding people on the ground, let's not act like we haven't seen Draymond on the ground grabbing, holding, kicking people. So I get what he's saying.
Trust. Like I agree with that. He does have a past, but for the moment last night, Sabonis deserved to get stomped. Granted, but you think about it, it's also playoffs, so you gotta be a little bit smarter than that, not to pull shit like that if you're Draymond. You can't hold back. You can't hold back, and that's a tough thing to drop because you a man, like, motherfucker trying to hurt me or he hold me, I'm gonna stomp him to get him off me. Stop holding my fucking foot. And what else are you supposed to do? Just stand there and put your hands up and like bounce on one leg?
And I'm not wrong, and I'm not mad at that take, and you're certainly not wrong. I'm saying the reason he's going to get suspended is because there's a legitimate past with him that unfortunately is not going to escape him because he gives the NBA reasons to give him these flagrant twos and to give him these texts and to give him these suspensions. And so it's like this is just another chapter in the saga of Draymond, the attention beat 'em up WWE character that he has built. I mean, he literally was looking like Seth Rollins doing the stomp on dude. And so with the optics on how that looks, and you equate that and add that to all the other antics that he has done, that he has legitimately, done. I mean, I don't. To me, this isn't like, oh, the NBA is targeting Draymond Green. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, you're giving them another reason, optic wise, to keep giving you these flagrant twos and these ejections and these texts and adds up to suspensions.
Yeah, but I don't think from what the reports are saying that he's not supposed to get suspended. But I guess there's still time, so I guess we'll see. But like I said, he's given them a reason to boot him. You can't, you've been in this league for plenty of years now. I'm not saying you're you're a dirty player, but at times he has made dirty plays.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is. Finally, that's my boy. That's my boy.
What's good, MJ17?
Yep.
What's happening with you, man?
What's happening, Johnson? Cool. But like I said, like he gives people a reason, to suspend him.
Yeah.
Like I said, not a dirty player, but a hard physical player. Has he had dirty plays? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. But you can't base it off his past. You have to base it off the play in itself. Which
and I agree with you.
Unfortunately, they don't. They don't do like it
exactly
in the moment.
Exactly, and I agree with you. You can't base everything that he's done and add it to this and make your punishment based off of that. And I agree with you 100%. But the only problem is, they don't think like that. They're thinking like, receipt, check, another receipt. Yo, man.
Well, look at this guy. Look at his pattern. Here's this, basically like you pull it up on the computer and look up his stats, and there it is. Technicals, ejections, suspensions.
That's how these commissioners think when they're levying down punishment. Hey, man, look. You remember this when you did this? You was at the strip club and you was doing this. Yeah. You remember that?
When you was in ATL at the strip club getting
games? We heard that the police was called. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I remember you had kicked LeBron in the nads. Yeah, you remember that in the playoff game. Yeah, we got that. You getting the scuffles and yelling at the referees and this. Yeah, man, we got. They gonna pull up every receipt that they got on homeboy, and they gonna take into account this in optic wise. That's what they do. And
unfortunately,
and my thing, you know what's crazy about the whole scenario? He knows this. Draymond's not a dummy.
No, not at all.
He's not a dummy. And he knows this is what they're going to do. And he keeps just, let me bite the carrot. Come on, bro. What are we doing?
You just said fucking bite the carrot.
But for real though, it's like, come on, Draymond. It's like you're intelligent enough that you know the game that they're playing with you, but you keep obliging them and playing it, and you keep letting them win.
He plays right into their game.
Plays right into it.
You throw him off his game and get him upset. You know, all bets are off at that point with him. You know, they know he's got a short fuse, and you know he plays contributing.
He's not, playing the game that he normally does. Come on, man. That's why I think that suspension is coming down. It's just optic wise. That's just, it's everything that he's done. And I'm with you. I don't think he's a dirty player. I think he plays. He's almost like you remember Bill Romanowski?
Do I?
Well, I know you do. But Bill Romanowski was the type of football player that you would love as a teammate, but you hate playing against him. Draymond's the same way. Bill's a character. There's going to be some antics. Only difference is Draymond's not
used to do at the bottom. You know what he used to do at the bottom of the piles? Bill Romanowski,
he was
breaking fingers and shit.
He was a dirty.
When there was a fumble come on the field, he'd be down there at the bottom trying to break fingers.
Maybe that's a bad comparison because Romanowski was a real dirty dude.
He definitely was. Bill Romanowski, man. Do I remember him? That motherfucker straight dirty. Like the horse and first damn way up here. Straight dirty.
Hey, Nick has a 2.2, but people would say that allegedly he was. I can't really speak. I really don't know Romanowski like that, but no,
he might be,
Maybe that's a bad analogy because Romanowski was okay, but in a sense, it's almost the same where you want Draymond on your team, you hate playing against him because you know it's about to be some antics, but it's all in competitive spirit because he's trying to get people's mental game off, and he's all about the mental. And it works sometimes it backfires.
He's like
but the Warriors,
he's kind of like a wannabe Dennis Rodman sort of, along those edges a little bit. He wants to be that rough and tough guy, but he's just not that rough and tough guy. You know what I mean? Dennis Rodman was.
And he does have some aspects of the game that he excels at. But I just think he's always just been a glorified role player, and I'm not hating on the guy. I just think he does things that you could find other people to do. I will stand on his heel if he's not on the Warriors. I don't think
if the Warriors get eliminated, if the Warriors get eliminated. That's his last game in Golden State.
You think he's out?
If they don't win it this year, I think Draymond's out. Hey, Smitty, we going there?
Hey, it also doesn't work in his favor that he starts the year off with the leaked footage of punching his teammate, so that doesn't help neither. I don't know. It's hard to quantify if he would still have the same career if he was on another team. But I will give him this. Golden State does not win those 4 championships without him. I will say that. I can't say that. I don't think they do.
That's hard to say because you don't know who they would have drafted in that guy's place, when they took him.
Well, I just think he is a key component to what the Warriors' success has been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, every team needs one of those guys.
Yeah.
He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's a high energy guy, high energy role player that does certain things well. He can facilitate. You're not asking him to score because that's not what he excels at. But he'll put in 10 points, 12 points. Just being a junkyard dog in the paint. He rebounds.
He'll get you that triple double. He'll get you that trip double.
Yeah, because he can pass. He can rebound. Plays defense. So I'm not saying that he's terrible. I'm just saying that he does certain things that role players do on an every day-to-day basis. He's just been in a glorified role because he's been integral to winning. That's just the fact of the matter is. And so, I'm not saying it's just one of those things. You sometimes, and I think that the Warriors have kind of, I don't know if they're fed up with it, but at some point, there has to be a line.
Yeah.
At some point, everything.
Sooner or later, they cut their losses.
Well, he's been looking for a contract. They haven't extended one. Jordan got one. Jordan Poole got one. So, as that was kind of part of part of their beef. But at some point, there's a line. Everything doesn't last forever. You got 4 championships. At some point, you got to call this an end. At some point, there's going to be a period to this. Somebody's got to start going.
Yeah,
because he's not a spring chicken. He's not a spring chicken.
Nope.
He's in his mid-30s. So unfortunately, he doesn't have the gift of Steph Curry. That Steph Curry is not. Well, let me say this: he is replaceable, just not right now. And the reason why he's not replaceable right now is because he can still shoot his ass off
from anywhere.
Anywhere.
Bleachers, the parking lot, your house, my house, around the corner. Hand the man a basketball, and that's it. Quick update: we got Phoenix leading 89-81.
Okay,
with 1 minute and 17 left in the third.
Nice. So that's going to come down. We'll see what happens to that. Are you ready to talk about your Knicks yet?
I've been ready.
Have we had enough time passed?
There's never enough time. I've been a Knicks fan a long time, man.
If you want me to kick it off, I can kick it off. I mean, just
what do you want me to say? The Knicks were fucking horrible tonight?
No.
Yep, they were. There was Shemet. There was Bazura. Booty Juice. Garbaggio, as you say. Them mugs didn't show up to play basketball tonight. They wasn't on the court. That wasn't them. What do you want me to say? Fucking pathetic.
Well, I think that covers it all.
Let's go there. RJ Barrett, again, you fucking suck.
Mm.
You got to go, bro. And let me just pull the stats so I could fucking back all this up.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah.
I didn't know
you
were going to
RJ Barrett again.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were going to start off with RJ right off the bat, dog.
Dude, I'm fed up. I'm fed up.
Go ahead.
They drafted him number 3 overall.
Go ahead, man.
Drafted him number 3 overall, and he is not at all taking a step forward, showing that he could be that number 2 or number 3 reliable guy. He has resorted to the fucking get the fuck off my team status with me right now. This motherfucker is a lefty. He's going right. They're giving him the right all day because they know he's a lefty. Pulling up off-balance shots, missing layups, left and right. Man, fuck him. He's done. Let's move on. All right. Quentin Grimes started 22 minutes, 4 fucking points. Right? Mitchell Robinson starting 2 points. Good fucking job. Okay. You got. I'll give even Jalen Brunson. Had a bad game. 5 of 17 shooting, 1 of 8 from downtown. 20 points. All right. My boy Julius Randle, 8 for 20. 3 for 7. So he put up 22, 8 and 1. Their bench play was terrible tonight. I mean, they fucking. When you shoot 7 to 29 from downtown, 24%. I didn't think you could get worse after game one. Game one, they shot 31%.
You know what's funny, MJ? I swear we had a conversation last night where if you're not making the threes, stop shooting them. I swear we just had that conversation like less than 24 hours ago.
Bro, and I said the Knicks are not built that way. They're not a 3-point shooting team at all. But yet motherfuckers be throwing them up. Let's see. Yeah, Brunson, 1 of 8. Barrett, 0 for 3. Grimes, 0 for 2. Randall, 3 for 7. Quickly, 1 for 4. Toppin, 1 for 4. Like, dude, it's fucking pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. They deserve that ass whooping. And that's why last night when you said, take your bow, nope, it was only game one. I've been a Knicks fan long enough to know, I know what to expect.
And it didn't help that Cleveland shot 42% from 3-point. That didn't help neither.
No.
And Donovan Mitchell didn't even go off. That's a crazy thing. He did more facilitating tonight than he did scoring. And look, I'm gonna help you out right here. Here's the thing. I'm looking at Tom Thibodeau though. Why do you have your starters in and you're way out of getting in this game? You're way out. It's 2 minutes left in the game. Why is Julius Randle still on the floor? Why is Jalen Brunson on the floor? Jalen Brunson took a shot to the face. Then we saw the hard foul. Yeah. It was a physical game. It was a very physical game. And then Julius Randle gets the hard foul from Jared Allen, falls on his tailbone, and kind of his right shoulder kind of was backwards. So it's like, why has Thibodeau got them in the game? Like, I don't get it. What's happening, Kof? Shout out to Kofi Weeson, Cove, Dirty Hills podcast. Tap in with them for your wrestling needs, man. Yeah, Tibbs needs therapy. I'm not understanding some of his coaching strategies. I didn't understand. Even Reggie Miller has said something about it on the hey Kofi.
The bench did give him a lot of minutes because Quickly played 23 minutes, Hart played 27, Hartenstein played 27, Toppin played 15. They just got the ass whooped.
I just didn't understand that, Kofi. I don't know. This is to me. If Julius Randle can't play for the rest of the season, or if Jalen Brunson misses a game because he got swiped in the face, to me that's a fireable offense for Tibbs. If they get bumped out of this series, to me that's a fireable offense.
Nowadays, anything's a fireable offense.
I'm just saying, but MJ, you are putting your starters at risk for injury in a game you're not going to win.
I agree. I agree.
And if they can't play or miss a game and they get bumped out, to me, that's a fireable offense. Didn't he not learn from what he did to Derrick Rose? He changed that man's career.
Yeah.
He had him in the meaningless minutes. He gets hurt, tears a knee.
Yep.
And then Derrick Rose's career kind of shifts gears after the knee injuries. I'm not saying that he's the cause of that, but I'm saying that could have been avoided. Come on now, Tibb.
But then again, like, you never know when somebody's going to tear their knee.
And I mean,
guys shouldn't be in the game. They shouldn't be in the game that late when they're getting their ass whooped. I agree with that. But injuries, some of them are freak injuries, and you can never tell when it's going to happen. So
I'm just saying,
can't always blame the coach because players want to play too.
And I agree with you, but come on. if you're not winning this game or these minutes that they are on the floor and they are absolutely meaningless and they're your starters and they are pivotal to what you want as success, get them off the floor.
Yeah.
They have no business being on the floor. Matter of fact,
if these are your starting, your starting five. Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, hey, put your warm-ups on, get your Gatorade, kick your feet up. Hey, towel boy, give them some towels. Let them get the sweat off, and get comfortable. Because you about to spectate.
Hit the showers early. You done.
Hell. I mean,
you done, man.
It's wild. Last topic we go get to before we kick out the show. I got to talk about this Damar Hamlin situation. So Adam Schefter reported that Damar Hamlin was cleared to return to physical activities as in relation to football, and
full physical, activities.
And look, I'm never going to knock a person want to achieve their dreams. Obviously, we've seen Eric Berry come back from his cancer situation. We've seen countless football players come from cancer situations. And we've seen people battle back from all types of situations that are very traumatic. But
this is on a whole new level.
And the reason why I say this is a different situation is because, like, this dude was dead on the turf. Dead. Like we not talking about,
you want to talk like dead or just dead?
No, dead. As in, meet me at the crossroads.
Yeah, you had to go with the Cleveland. I see what you did there. All right.
But all jokes aside, like this dude this is something different.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna knock anybody for chasing their dreams and wanting to return to their dreams. I get it. I understand it. My only point and take on this situation. And obviously, I wish Damar the best. All I'm saying is think about, there's other things outside of football. Like, you was dead, bro.
Let me throw this out to you. To you. I want you to think about this before you answer it. What if, just what if, all that was scripted and he never really died on the field?
I don't know how you.
What if the NFL put on that whole fucking that whole act?
I mean, I've heard those conspiracy theories, but I don't know how you fake that though.
It's or script hard. It ain't hard, bro. It's not on camera. Cameras pan away. It ain't. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen, because it sure as hell looked real. But just saying that but because there's been rumors of scripted in the NFL.
Oh well,
don't know how true because I'm not an NFL insider, so I don't know. But
only thing I would say
I would not put it past Roger Goodell in the NFL to do something like this.
Only thing I would say to that is if that is the case, man, that's a sick and twisted way to go about finding a way to draw people into your product. Because that dude has a family. He got friends. He got loved ones that care about this dude, and I would hate to see a prop, a person, another human being used as a prop. And you're right.
I'm just saying, what if he had to sign an NDA, and got compensated for it?
I'm not gonna say you're off base or you're crazy, because I mean anything is possible, right?
I just try to look at the flip side, even no matter how ridiculous it may be. just think like, what
You can't rule
if,
it out.
you know,
Can't rule it out.
and you know, I hope and pray, like, you know, if it was real, you know, I hope he's, you know, I hope he's good to go, you know, and I mean, if he wants to risk stepping back out on the field,
Well, see, and that's the thing. That's the thing, man. That's the thing that really, like, the risk part.
yeah,
Like, if there's, I understand if there's zero probability that it happens again. I can understand that. Wait, and can you guarantee zero possibility that that'll ever happen again? That's the part that I'm hung up on. Is like, what are the chances that this can happen again for him on the football field? You know what I'm saying?
you know, a bang play like that. I don't even want to say this, but my personal opinion is that's why I go back to maybe that wasn't real.
Hey, Smitty, I hear what you're saying. You're saying that chances are happening again are low, but it's not zero. That's my thing. If it's not zero, is the risk worth the reward? For all we know, DeMar can go and have an outstanding 10-year career, make all the money he can, and probably be a great cornerback. But it's not zero. It's not zero probability that it'll happen again. It's just not. Say it low as you think.
Now, what if this just came to my mind again? What if the NFL purposely did this, you know, set this all up to have this big comeback story to show new parents that it's safe to play football. Like, no matter what happens, you know, your child will still be okay. Like, your child's not going to die here on this field. Try to say that it's still safe.
Now, you see, my point is, Smitty, there's 0% in everything. There's no 0%. There's a chance that I don't even do the show tomorrow because something can happen to me just walking out my door.
Yep.
That's the chances that we take. So that's why I'm not knocking DeMar for wanting to return to football. That's his dream. I'm not saying no, don't quit on your dream because that happened. All I'm saying is that there's a different scenario, as in a person that was literally dead, had to get revived, brought back to life, playing football, and you're going to return to the same thing. And I'm really, really concerned about the mental part of that. Think about this. Let's think about the mental part of this. You got to somehow wrap your brain as an individual that the last time I played football, I was dead on the field. Now I'm on the field again in pads. Do you not think about that? Come on, as human beings, you got to think about that. Now, what if that, and we know how the game of football is. If you're not focused on making the play in the game, in the moment, in the physical game like football, he's thinking about the last time he was on the field.
Probably don't even remember. I guarantee if that all went down, you don't remember that last play. There's not a chance that he remembers that hit.
He may not remember that, but trust me, he's been reminded plenty of what happened the last time he was on the field.
Oh yeah. Hey, and if the doctors give him, the doctors give him clearance, which they're gonna. I mean, anyway, you cut the cake. This is his decision.
Oh, without a doubt. All I'm saying is that physically, if he's fine, cool. I'm talking about the mental part. There's no way that you can't, that you're going to be 100% focused on a sport that is a brutal sport, very physical sport. And if you're not focused, you can get hurt.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking about making the play or being in the right spot or making a tackle or like that's just human nature. What happens? What happens? I mean, you can speak to it, MJ. I can speak to it. Everybody could speak to something. If you're not focused in the moment of a task you're trying to complete,
the task at hand,
you get mentally distracted. And sometimes there's a lot of negative consequences that go through it. I work in the kitchen. You know what happens if I'm not focused? I could cut myself. I could burn myself.
Could lose a finger.
Harm to myself because I'm not focused. I'm not in the moment. That happens. He's on a football field, not focused. Takes a wrong hit. Not showing right technique, tackling or something. He can hurt himself. We can't rule that out. That's all I'm saying. It's the mental part that I'm more worried about when it comes to Damar Hamlin in the situation. Because you can't erase that. No. You were dead on the field. So, I mean, to me, that's a different situation than dealing with Eric Berry had to deal with his cancer situation, James Conner with his cancer situation, and other countless football players with the cancer situation. Like, their life wasn't.
Mark Herzlich.
Yeah, Mark Herzlich. Yep, for the Giants. Your life wasn't in danger on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's some awesome stuff they had to deal with.
He got sick outside of the field. Yeah.
This dude was dead on the field. That's all I'm saying. Just something to think about, because I've been thinking about that all day since the news dropped. But that's just my thoughts on it, man. But no, y'all more than welcome to jump in the comments and say your piece
and Smitty, yeah, the chances, we were just talking about it, the chances, getting hit by lightning, stay inside. Yeah, you should stay inside. You're a Jet fan. You got nothing to come out and celebrate. So just stay in there and just, keep to yourself. No reason to come outside unless you're getting the mail or something. But you can get all your groceries delivered to you. You can work from home. You ain't got to leave. So
yeah.
Keep talking that smack. Watch what happens.
I can't with y'all.
Don't get Aaron Rodgers. Then they're really gonna be fucking upset. I'm telling you, boy. Just imagine on draft night. Imagine draft night and he don't go there. You trade him somewhere else.
You are trolling like a mug right now. Anyway,
really fucking pulling the carpet out from underneath them.
Hey man. Anyway,
he's got that no trade clause. You know what I mean? He can decide where he goes.
MJ on the show.
Says, you know what? Yeah, he says, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to go to New York or Jersey. Yeah, I don't want to go play with the Jets.
Anyway, that's what y'all love to do up north, man.
Been worthy of shit since 1968.
Anyway, man, that's gonna be our show. Let's tap in tomorrow night with us.
I love my Jet fans. I love my Jet fan friends.
No, you like trolling them anyway. It must be all that New York, New Jersey love that y'all love doing. So, anyway, y'all know the deal, man. Tap in with us tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be back here. So y'all make sure y'all get over that hump. You feel me? As always, you see all the social media stuff at the bottom of the page. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel. Make sure you tap in and like, share, subscribe, spread the word what we got going on, and hit that bell notification so you can get notified of each and every time we drop some content. MJ, man, tell them when they can follow you at, my guy.
Oh, you can follow me at m.j.j.1129 at Instagram. I'll be more active on there. I'm a little older, a little old school, so I'll be a little bit more active on there. Y'all can come follow me and just be respectful. That's all.
Yeah, he's an old timer. He's used to rotary phones, y'all. So y'all gotta.
I did have a rotary phone, absolutely. Then I had the cordless phone. Yeah, nobody knows about that rotary phone with the long ass cord. Hell yeah.
Hey, you still got a landline, don't you?
No, I don't. I haven't had a landline in a long time. And that's being real with you. We gave a landline probably 8 years ago, I think was the last time.
No, I'm messing with you. Hey man,
like I said, you ain't too much. You ain't too much younger than me, bro.
Hey man, come on, man. Hey,
you remember the same shit I remember. Obviously, if you know what a rotary phone is, shows your age. Tell me your grandma didn't have one.
Hey, G-Ma had to join in the kitchen. She grabbed that thing out the phone while she cooking Sunday dinner, man. What you want?
Grandma could walk from the phone, go through the kitchen, around the corner into the living room, still on that same one cord, do what she's doing all the way in there, and then backtrack with no problem. Now you see why I don't comment.
I can't. Anyway, hey, that's the show, man. Y'all tap in with us. Anytime you see my face, I'm the wild card Mar. Of course, you see my guy's face, MJ.
My last word right before I get out. Fuck Otani. And I'm out.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Silent Hill TD, yes. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking someone's dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters from my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up of cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all alone. Smoking bones down the corner.